Piotr Lewandowski, IBS. The shift away from routine work towards non-routine work is one of the most pronounced changes on labor markets over the last 2 or 3 decades. It has been studied that technology growth, offshoring, and increasing educational attainments of workers are important factors behind that changes. However, most of the studies of these phenomena about changes of task content of jobs have used American data and assumed that occupations are identical around the world. In our new paper by myself, Albert Park, Wojciech Hardy, and Du Yang, we bridge this gap in the literature and we built a measure of task content of jobs that is consistent with existing measures for the US, but is worker-specific and can be applied to more than 40 countries around the world. Using our measure, we show that occupations are indeed different around the world. Workers in poorer countries perform much more routine tasks than workers in richer countries. In order to identify factors which contribute to these cross-country differences, we apply econometric methods and we find that about 50% of these differences can be attributed to differences in technology. So the fact that workers in richer countries more often use computers at work. A small share can be attributed to differences in skills, like literacy, and a small share can be attributed to offshoring and globalization. Interestingly, among the low-skilled workers, those who work in manufacturing, at factory floors, in craft jobs, globalization plays a much higher role. So this is consistent with these theories that show that offshoring should attract routine jobs to poorer countries and reduce the number of routine work in the richer countries. Overall, our studies show that occupations are different around the world, so the assumption that we can extrapolate the patterns how technology interacts with labor, which are identified for the most advanced countries like the US, these patterns can actually be quite different in poor countries, in developing countries, because the nature of work in complementarities and substitutions with technology can be different.